one.
Here's
Yeah,
a
like
real
this
quick,
Avon thing. I'm one of those.
real quick video on this been a long time. So yeah. Hey guys.
It's like Avon clothing and Mary Kay and all that.
Oh,
And then you gotta buy all the stuff.
don't
Yeah,
pretend I
that's what
didn't
that is too.
see no
When
more.
I went on the website, I was like,
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, Mike, you're selling jewelry for $5.
how much money could you really make?
How much money can you make? And clearly, if you're selling jewelry for $5, that means the jewelry's cheap.
Okay,
You know?
let's do this.
I just bought jewelry from
Ah,
Sheila because, you know, she's my friend. So I was like, ah, fuck it.
Support,
Come
yeah.
on,
Yeah, and I just bought 2 rings that I probably never ever wear. No, 2 earrings. 2 pairs of earrings.
oh, look at this.
I probably never wear.
I buy the
It's
hoop
like a sketch pen.
and I buy
Oh, look what came in the thing. What
Oh,
is
that's
this?
cool.
What is this?
the drawer.
I never seen this before.
All right, let's do those two.
Okay, I'll try
And
this one.
and what I bought that and
Cute.
my sister goes crazy. She buys necklaces.
She buy
this.
everything.
She buys everything. My sister has an issue.
You hear Larissa, Larissa, Larissa.
Uh-huh.
She has a whole jewelry rack. No?
But
But at least she wears it.
but not me. She buys me. She buys my daughter. She buys the girls. I'm
She
like,
buys Addison a lot of things. Addison has her own
not
jewelry
me, 'cause
box
you'd be
full
thinking,
of
all right, $5,
paparazzi.
You're
Instead of
buying.
buying, instead of
Crayons.
going to buy a house.
Okay.
I said, fucking
Super
teach me
boring,
how to
but
read a
whatever.
fucking book.
This is
Yo, she's about to spend $48 an hour to have somebody come over to teach my niece how to read. I said, if you read to your kids,
$48 an hour.
so I'm like, what is she gonna say there? Half an hour?
and she's coming tomorrow.
Like a tutor? $48 an hour. Where's that job at? I need that job.
I used to do that for Nephi when he needed tutoring for math.
Mm-hmm.
It was $50 an hour. But wow. But he only stayed for 1 hour because he was quick. You know, he learned quick.
Mm-hmm.
But my niece, that bitch is gonna make bread.
Oh, yeah.
She don't know nothing. And then I feel bad because Mrs. Fu Jola. But yet you can't. She can't spell
Mm-hmm.
either. So
You gotta teach her how to have compassion for people.
yeah, and I tell her, and believe me, I tell her, I talk to her, and I get and I discipline her. I'm like, don't play. That's not nice. That's not nice. Tú no estés criticando
Feeling
cuando tú no
blessed.
sabes
Yes.
tampoco. Because entonces criticándola a ella, and she's like, Mom, can you spell white? That's why I didn't spell it. I was like, no.
I found out. I forgot how, but I
No,
remember.
you didn't forget. No, you didn't remember. Because you know what? That is what makes even people more dumb. Because the shit is right there in front of you. You press WH and boom, it's white. It comes up.
No, it didn't come up. Guess that.
But you found it.
I did not find it.
Yes, you did, Layla.
Your
because-
mother has many, many, many more years on you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she knows that it came up.
And I heard you when you said it. So don't go there. And you need to be nice. Because it's not her fault that she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And with her, she irritates me because this. I have more patience to teach my niece than to teach her. Because she's, I can't. And I don't know how. Without even trying. And I'm like, yo, I want to fucking walk, man. I don't have to. You know how many times I made her, I did one of Poppy's. I fucking pushed her face to the book. You remember those?
Mm-hmm.
You snuffed me with a book.
Yeah.
I almost snuffed Larissa once on a roller coaster.
Because I still remember when he taught me, when he was teaching me how to write, right? The books with the letters, with the little slashes. And I couldn't get something. I used to always write up, not on the line. So he's there and I'm writing up there. He ripped that paper and I swear to everything that nigga said. And stuffed the whole other with the paper in my mouth.
So you
The
get,
frustrations of being a
but you
parent.
get mad when I do it.
You have to have patience, you know?
And I don't have patience to teach her. Because she could do it. Because she's fucking
Yeah, you know
smart.
it.
You hear her conversation and you're like, you're smart, kid. Because the things that she comes up with, even like with the coronavirus, the things that she says, and I'm like, you're she's right. Like, then you have
But, you know,
the dumbness that she does.
I always liked to read, so mommy didn't really have to push any books on me.
I remember Brenda
But-
didn't.
Oh yeah, Brenda. But you had to be like, you reading this whole book. A chapter a day, whatever.
We did that, right? And
Trina
then,
got her kids. Trina's kids. When they're not at school, they're still doing homework. She don't play. She said, my kids are not gonna be dumb. They're not gonna be stupid and be something.
that's what, and that's like, yo, you
She
gotta
does
hear
not
my,
play. Those kids need to read a book a week. I think it is.
you gotta hear my mouth. And I'm like, you're not gonna be stupid. Huh? I'm like, why would you want to be? I said, let me tell you something. I told him, I'm not stupid. I'm far from dumb. Yo me hago like estúpida. But when I was in school, the teachers used to. I remember one teacher, she cried in high school. She was like, why?
Why you being this way? You know this?
Yeah, she's like, look at your grades. Yo, 90s, like that. Why don't you fucking come to school? Why don't you do what you gotta do? Like, why are you acting like that? And it was because if I'm the type of person, if you don't care for me, I don't care for that. I don't care for me. And since I never had somebody to push me in my house, but she got that. Like me, I'm like, yo, Layla, why do you think Nefty did his thing because A, I pushed him, and B, because I used to always tell him, you don't want to struggle in your life, puppy. And he's seen it, and what I get, she had a little easier because she didn't have to struggle. Like, nothing struggled with me. So he was like, I don't know. That's why he'll always throw. You don't have your house now, but you'll have it when I make money. Because I'm never gonna let you go in the street. No. And one time I had to tell me, he was like, oh, I feel sorry for our kids because if I leave you, our kids will be in the street. He threw that in my face. I said, hey, pendejo? I don't think so, because I won't let it happen. And you're not gonna let that happen. No. I'm like, and because you pay everybody else's rent, you're gonna pay mine too. So, but I didn't talk to him for a while. Lefty heard that shit and he flipped.
Should I die? But like, okay,
Yeah. And he's like, I'm like, yo, when you met me, dude, where I was working at my own place, supporting everybody, or my whole family. Hello. I was like, I struggled for a little bit. But guess what?
When you met him, you were on 4th Avenue, right?
No, I was on 6th Avenue and 79th Street. I had my own. I have been having my own apartment since I left Gabi's father.
Okay, because the last time I remember you lived like across the street from
The crazy girls that ran away.
the club.
Oh, on 3rd Avenue.
On 3rd Avenue.
Yeah. That was my first apartment. My first apartment. And then I moved to 79th and 6th. Because that building ended up having to get, like, shut down. I mean, it's open, but they had to, like, take everybody out from apartment to apartment because they had teen child all over.
Oh, God.
So, of course, one of the apartments that had them was me. So, everything that my mother bought, my mom furnished the apartment. And then I furnished my shit, my own room. Because I paid the rent, but they kicked me out the crib. Pretty much. So, I was like, it's either Michael that brought them from jail or the fucking building, but the whole building had it. So we had to get rid of it. Yeah. We had to get rid of the furniture and we left the apartment. Because
Así se hace como cuando hay un... No. You already know.
yeah. So listening
There's a heartbeat.
listening to mommy, oh, no pague la renta. We got thrown out even. So I was like, fuck, man. And then being young and stupid, I was like, all right, I thought I did the right thing. Yeah. So we moved to 79th and 6th, and that was another place and that's when Hector met me. And what happened there? I was working, and they were doing insurance fraud. I was working where I was working at. So they were laying everybody off because they were gonna shut down. So guess who was one of the people that got laid off? Moi. So I didn't have no money to pay rent. So I used to send my mother. What is that?
Oh, it's a boat. It's those boats that you put in the water that can...
Oh. So I told her, go to the market and get money. Like, get on, do your thing. No, I'm not doing that. Bitch, what?
Why not?
So I was like, I can't do it because they're not going to put me on welfare. And I don't want to be on welfare. I never was on welfare before. I used to go to the welfare to get one-shot deals because I was working and I had to pay them. But now I have to apply. I'm not doing that. I was like, you do that. No. Because me van a mandar a trabajar. Bitch. So, we got into the fight. That's when how my sister hit me over Hector. Yo, 31 years old, I was getting hit by both of us.
Oh my God.
So I was in the bed. She barged into my bedroom, and I was laying down with Nefty. And what? I don't know if it was my mother or my sister. They threw a bag at me, so I kicked them. So I think so. Then Larissa came to swing, and I kicked her too. Like, get away from me, you know. So I got up, and my mother came and me agarró por el pelo, me picó. They both jumped me. So I was like, get the fuck out of my fucking room. Get out of my face. Get out of the house. So she left. She never came back. I was like, thank God.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yeah. So I was like, all
Where did
right.
they go?
My sister had her own apartment because my sister always she never really stood with us because Larissa was too bougie. Larissa's always been the way she is. So
I remember from little.
yeah. So and my mother.
She was one of the grand stuff.
Yeah, and my mother always condoned it because that's who she raised. So she left, and then so what happened? I got served with eviction papers because I couldn't, my unemployment wasn't cutting the rent. So I was like, fuck. So I called Hector and I was like, listen, I gotta go. I can't talk to you no more. My priorities come first. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my son. With my stuff and my son. I gotta go to a shelter. I can't talk to you. We had just started talking again. So he was like, no, I'm gonna help you. And I'm not like Larissa. I'm not gonna be like, I never was one with the hand down. So I was like, no, it's alright. He was like, I'm not letting you go to a shelter. So what happens? That nigga called me back. I swear, Desiree, within 2 weeks to a month, I have an apartment. He went and he furnished the whole apartment. He left my mother's shit behind. He got me the apartment. It's 2 blocks away. And we split the rent down the middle because I had unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm gonna have to give him keys to the apartment because he's paying rent. So fuck it, whatever. So he had keys to the crib, and it was me, my brother, and my son. So when I called my sister and my mother to take my son, because I was going to the shelter, they told me no. Because before he got the apartment, I was like, you guys take Nefty. I don't want to take him to a shelter. He's fucking 5 years old.
Yeah.
So they were like, no, he don't fit. He can't do that. That's why Hector said he would never in his life, if my sister was to kick my mother out, open the door for my mother. And I can't say nothing.
I get it.
And so I'm like, alright. So that's what she did. So I'm like, ay, Dios. Ella es mala. Your mom could be,
No.
jodoncita, pero you lucky.
Oh, yeah, I count my blessings every day.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It looks real pretty.
She's annoying sometimes, but only sometimes.
No.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Missed that part right there.
Yes, I'm gonna do the last part. I think
Did
I
just
will.
wet it? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But no, I would rather that than. One time, mommy went. Hector was wrong. He hit Joel, but I think it was built up anger. And he was really drunk. He don't remember. So it was a New Year's Day. He came home in the morning, and he was drunk. New Year's Eve, whatever. And I spit at him. I said, "You just like your father, piece of shit." So he went to
Final
swing.
review.
But I blocked and I snuffed him instead. So whatever. When I went to the room,
Next one.
he caught the opportunity to try to choke me. So Joel came in the room and all he did was stand like that, and he took Joel and fucked him up. He choked him out.
I was just watching.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Because Joel doesn't get involved. So I almost killed him for that. Because yo cogí algo y le metí en el casco. And he's drunk. But I went to, and I grabbed him like that. And I'm putting him in a chokehold, trying to fucking get him off my brother. So he got off my brother, whatever. Almost killed the fucking man. My mother found out because Joel went into my mother. So she went to the house talking shit. Que le iba a llamar la policía, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you come here to threaten him. To start your shit, I'm going to throw you down the stairs. Because this is who feeds my family. This is who takes
Next.
care of your son. She never once again did anything. So, and none of us spoke to him. He didn't know what happened to his head.
I didn't remember at all.
He didn't remember nothing. Then he's wondering why nobody's talking to him. He was crying.
What's going on?
Yeah, he was crying.
What do you mean? What did I do?
So,
You ready to go?
yeah. So I'm like, yo, dude, you did this, and that. He's like, I don't remember. He fucking apologized to my brother. Forget it was funny.
¿Eso se deja ahí?
Oh. I didn't know. I was ready to bring it back into.